100 steps from the main square on the way towards the upper town, there is a small wonderland. It is a manufacturer of miniatures, but its main attractions are its masks. Every February, the citizens of Zagreb go to the big carnival in the nearby little town of Samobor. All the masks have been made by the local artist, Tihomir Marinković. His work is described by the owner of Arkadija, Marijan Grakalić. He learned his trade from a famous mask maker in Venice. Later, he participated in projects in Florence, which also has a great tradition of masks. Legend has it that the first papier-mâché masks in Europe were made by Marco Polo. When Polo returned from China, he went back to his birthplace, the Croatian island of Korčula. There he took part in the conflict of the two greatest maritime powers of the Mediterranean. There was a battle between the fleets of Venice and Genoa near Korčula, where he was captured. Marco spent 3 years in a Genovese prison. He used the time to write a book called The Million, where he described his voyage to China. In that book, he provides many details about the creation of paper kites and other objects in China. Marco taught other imprisoned nobles how to make paper masks, and the new fashion conquered Europe by storm. However, after Napoleon, the Venetian tradition of mask making petered out. Fortunately, it was saved by mass tourism. Rich American and other tourists came and started buying masks. There was a rebirth of masks in 1980. Today, Venice is the biggest producer of paper masks in the world. The masks of Marinković remind us of the Croatian roots of that tradition. But the true passion of Grakalić are toy soldiers. Aside from imaginary figures, they represent various armies from the past. Croatian soldiers are made by the renowned English company called Old Glory. They make uskoks, hajduks, and other Croatian soldiers from the age of the Turkish wars. Grakalić became interested in soldiers in his youth in the worker neighborhood of Trešnjavka. We had a shed. In the front there was a little shop with piles of metallic soldiers. In the back there were tables where we played with them. Then he opened a store in the city center. Every weekend, we would have 50 or 60 people playing there. Finally, another notable mask. This is a special mask. It has nothing to do with Marco Polo, of course. It was put on the face of criminals in medieval Zagreb. Those criminals were tied to a pillory, which used to stand next to the southern entrance of the Church of St. Mark. There used to be a whistle there. Whenever he would open his mouth to say, "I'm innocent," he would whistle. And the rabble would go wild and hit him with eggs and stones. This is why masks are always a bit scary. We don't know whether the faces under them are smiling or frowning.